All right, we're off again. We've started.
We had a full start. We had a full start just now.
We had someone pressing the buttons.
Full start. It was a bit like a wet fart. We started chatting away, saying lots of funny things.
Now it's all going to get chucked away.
It was fun. It was all about bum.
And some cum. Oh no!
Oh no!
It's too early in the podcast to be talking that way. Oh no! Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody
guys.
at home.
Hello, everyone.
Everybody at home.
And hello to all our patrons.
Oh, hello to all our patrons. And just while we've got you there,
Yes.
we should just tell you we're doing a live podcast.
Live on stage. Live on
7th of
stage.
June.
7th of June.
Which is a Friday. And we all know what happens on a Friday,
Oh,
innit?
don't we just?
We all get right pissed up,
Yes.
especially as the live podcast is on at 9:30 at night.
Yeah.
Now, we're only going to let people in who are really pissed.
Yes.
Okay, if you're not pissed enough, you can't come into that podcast.
That's
okay?
right.
Them's the rules.
There's
all
rules.
right?
And let's face it, you'll laugh more if you've had a couple of
Oh,
drinks.
yeah, especially if you shout out and, you know, all that stuff. We like a riot.
Yeah.
That's what we really want, a riot.
Oh, we'd really like a riot, but
Oh, no.
now please do come because,
good
and don't forget, the more the merrier.
Oh, yeah, the more you come, the,
The more
we'll
money,
have fun.
The more you come, the more we'll have fun.
And you want to see the poster we've done for it.
I could show the Patreon. You see, if you were on Patreon, you could see the poster. Look at that, guys, on Patreon. Yes.
that
Look at
poster,
that.
yeah.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
But, of course, you lot don't go on Patreon.
No, if you don't go
Oh,
on
no,
Patreon,
I'll miss
it's
it.
up to you,
No,
really. I mean,
Hello.
There's a Formula One on at the moment.
Oh, do you like Formula One?
I know, I want to get in on it.
Yes.
I want to get in on it.
Yeah. Well, I like the whole idea of it. It's all about money
cars,
and looking sexy.
Birds, those are beautiful birds and old men that run car companies.
That's
isn't
it, yeah.
Isn't
It's never really thrilled me that much.
it
The
not?
whole thing. No.
All
I
them
mean,
cars going past.
I like everything. I like the accoutrement. I don't really like the actual racing.
No, what you like, all the champagne and all the
That's it.
all the gold.
That's
and
it.
all that, but you're
I
not
like
bothered about
all
the
that.
cars.
I don't really understand it when they say, "Oh, you know, Hamilton's on pole." I imagine him doing a dance,
yeah, I know you
sliding
do.
up.
You
and down.
would do that, but I tell you what, I like to do. I mean, I can't afford to go to the Formula One.
No.
It's got a lot of money. It's
Yes.
not, it's about 20 quid to get in, I think.
Rich man's game.
It's a
isn't it?
rich
Yeah, of
man's
course
game.
it
So
is,
what
yeah.
I do is I go to Junction 3 on the M25.
Right.
When it's like Sunday morning,
Yeah.
and I take some champagne. Well, I don't take champagne now. I take some Prosecco or cider. Probably
Yeah,
cider.
cider.
And I stand on the bridge and, I just watch the cars fly underneath. And at 3 o'clock in the morning, you get some lunatics on there.
Yeah.
Who just fly around at 100 miles an hour. And it gives me a great thrill.
Yeah, that's nice. Do
Yeah.
you do your own commentary?
Recreate.
Do you put any money on any of them? Or
Yeah,
do
I
you...
put money on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I win.
Yeah, that's
That's
nice.
the beauty of putting on money on races that don't exist, is that you do come away with a few quid.
I feel similar about the Cheltenham races or Ladies' Day entry. Or,
Have you ever been there? You can't get in
No,
there.
what I do is
You
instead.
don't go. It's a lot of money to get
Yeah,
in there.
well, it's a lot of money. So I recreate
man's
it
going?
myself. I get Margaret right tarted up.
Yes.
I go outside, I get really pissed, and then I start a fight with a traveller.
Oh, right,
Which
yeah,
is mostly
you're
what
Irish
happens
traveller.
at those
Yeah,
things.
I know,
Yeah,
it is
you
what
know,
happens.
road
Well,
react-
I can't ever get into the cricket,
Oh, so what do you do instead?
What I do instead is I go down to the warehouse in Southall.
I know.
You know the one?
I know, yeah.
And my mate Gupta's down
That's
there.
it, Gupta's warehouse,
And
yeah.
whenever they are on their lunch break,
Yeah.
they get a scrunched up bit of newspaper
Yeah.
and a plank of wood.
Yeah.
And there's about 20 of them, and in this huge warehouse where there's usually it's a storage warehouse.
Yeah.
And they just sort of knock this paper around, and I sit there and I read the paper.
Yes.
And then I clap every now and again.
Yeah.
You know, when they really knock the paper for a long way away. you
Yeah,
know.
I know.
And they only charge me £5 to get in and see that.
I'm very similar.
And I get pissed.
Yeah.
Obviously.
I'm very similar with cheap Chinese takeaway food. I don't want to spend the money.
Why should you?
Why should I? So what I do instead is I eat a load of chemicals,
Yes.
right?
From a laboratory.
From a laboratory. I deep fat fry something.
Yeah.
I feel mildly nauseous. Give myself 20 minutes later, I have another one. And next morning, just so I get the full thing, I'll pour a load of salt in my mouth.
Yeah. Wake
so
up
that-
at 3
wake
o'clock
up
in the morning. That's it.
wanting
Yeah,
to drink
no,
a
that
water.
is good.
And that is an ample replacement for the Chinese cuisine.
Yeah,
You
I
know,
tell you
know.
what, talking of restaurants,
Yeah.
I went to the Gavroche.
Oh, look at us.
You know, the
Very
one that...
posh.
Yeah,
Very-
Michel Roux.
Yes.
He's got it.
Yeah.
And I go in there, and I have a look down the menu. It was a bit pricey. I go
Yeah.
for the cheapest thing on it.
Right,
you know.
on there, yeah.
Anyway, it's this pig's trotter,
Right.
you know, with a jus,
Yes.
you know, and a like a mashed potato, you know, on
Well,
the
it won't
side.
be mashed
Right.
potato. It'll be
Well,
a special version.
Yeah, no, like it's not just mashed
It's
potato.
Albert,
It's like,
it's Albert Roux.
well, that's the thing.
Yeah.
That's the thing. That's the thing. And they'd already asked me to leave. Like as soon as I come through the door,
Why is
they're
that?
like, "Oh no, you're not the sort of person that we want in the Gavroche." And I'm thinking, well, I think I am the sort of person
Yeah, I
you want
think
in
you
there if you
are,
don't
yeah.
mind.
Yeah.
So I says, "I'll have the pig's trotter, please,
Yeah.
and the mash." And they said, "Yeah, all right, we'll get you that."
Yeah.
Anyway, they bring out this thing, and it's literally like a pig's foot.
Yeah.
You know,
Chopped
like
up.
hanging off the butcher's peg,
Yeah,
right?
okay.
He's just stuck this thing
Yeah,
on there,
yeah.
and I says, and then there's this Jew, right? And that is literally it's like Bisto, and
Bloody
yeah,
hell.
oh yeah. And they says mashed potato, and it's just smash, and it's not even been like stirred up
Yeah,
properly.
yeah,
There's
I
all dry
know.
bits in it.
I know.
Anyway, I start eating this thing, thinking, well, they must know what they're doing.
Doing,
you know,
yeah, 'cause it's a
got
Michelin-starred
Michelin
restaurant.
star.
Yeah, that's
It was disgusting.
Yeah.
You know, I says, this pig's trotter. I says, have you cooked it?
Yeah.
And they went, no, we haven't cooked it. No.
Oh.
I says, you're supposed to cook it. And I says, yeah, we're supposed to cook it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I says, so why haven't you cooking it? And I says, well, because we don't want you in here, so we haven't cooked it. I says, I can report you to the police
No,
for
we-
serving me raw
Yeah, that's a
pig's
good
foot.
laugh, yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And I says, we don't give a shit. We're in with the police. You know, they come down here. Yeah, Scotland Yard comes down here. So if they don't want you in the place,
Oh, yeah.
they'll make it very, very difficult for you to eat there.
I
still paid the money. You know.
went
50
to...
quid they charge me.
You know they call it modern British.
Oh, I do know that.
The Ivy, it's all modern British. So you can go... This is a fact for any of our friends outside of London.
Yeah.
You can go there and have their famous got a fish finger sandwich and all that stuff.
Call it a goujon.
I
thing.
call it a goujon.
Fish
Goujons
goujon.
in sour bread or what
Goujon.
the flipping heck it is.
Goujon,
Or
muck.
I'll have some sausages. Anyway, I went to the Ivy.
Oh, yeah.
I got a special, you know, my
Well,
son Dave.
you get a coupon.
I had a coupon. He had a coupon, my son. I turned up there. Oh, hello.
yeah,
It's
fuss all over you.
Come in. They're going to maitre d'. Come in. Would you like a table toward
Right.
the back?
And that's
all.
very nice.
And I'm sat around. All the celebrities there. Elton John,
Yeah.
David Van Day.
Is this the
Greg
time when
Wallace.
you went there and your flies were undone, your balls were hanging out?
That is correct.
It's just a simple error.
It's a simple error. So what's happened is, to my horror, the blokes put my... And it was nothing more than just Bisto, as you say, with some sausages down. It says modern British. Fucking
It's not modern
It's not British. You can have it down that horrible calf we come from, where the
know.
man's very unfriendly.
Yeah.
Anyway, I've gone nipped off to the toilet. I've left Margaret there. She's tucking into a veal and ham pie.
Right.
And as I come back, unfortunately, yes, I have left the flies undone. And as you know, my testicles, I mean, you see them down here now, they're touching the floor
And
now.
that's only trouser left.
That's down one of my trousers. Anyway, as I've come to sit
What's happened?
down, the waiter's pulled out my chair slightly. And they're quite low
Caught one
tables.
of them
there.
round.
No.
Oh, no.
That was another time.
Oh.
Anyway, the gravy, which they've done all round the mashed potato, my balls have dipped in the gravy.
Oh my
And
God.
David Blunkett was there with his dog, right? And the horror of all the fucking people
in
it.
the Ivy. Yeah.
This blind dog,
Right.
blind man's dog, what's it called? Guide dog.
Guide dog, yes.
He's pricked up his ears. Brunky's gone, oh, what's happening? Oh, what's
going on?
happening?
What's
Oh,
going
you
on?
know, what's going on?
Yeah.
He's come plodding over to my table
Who, the
where
dog?
I'm trying to mop up the mess all around my testicles
Yeah,
and bits
all the sauce on it.
The dog's literally gone, remember the old ad?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Bisto.
Bisto, yeah.
And he's lapping away at my testicles.
Oh my God.
You know,
There's nothing you can do about it. What are
I
you
can
supposed to
about
do?
it. Anyway, people up and up. Elton stands up. Oh, my
no.
God, I
Yeah.
can't have this. There's a man and a Labrador is licking his
Balls.
testicle.
Yeah.
Blunkett, of course, he don't really know what's going on. He's fumbling around.
Ooh,
He gets hold of the dog.
Where's my dog? Yeah.
And he's feeling up the length of the dog. He touched my balls and all that.
Yeah,
David
will do.
Blunkett.
He didn't mean to. Though.
No, he
it
didn't
was a
mean
mistake.
to.
It's
The
just where the
mistake
dog
and all
led
that.
him.
Anyway, it was pandemonium. I got asked to leave.
Yes.
I haven't barely had time to do me flies up,
No,
and there's
no.
all gravy hanging
All
up.
that gravy
all
still drip down your trousers and that.
and
yeah.
it's a very expensive restaurant
Oh,
to
yeah.
go to, have your balls dipped in some gravy, then have to pay. They said, "Sir, would you like to pay a service charge?" I said,
charge.
"I want someone to clean my
Oh,
bollocks."
is that?
Never
Yeah,
mind.
Yeah, yeah.
A
They won't
service-
provide that.
They won't provide
They won't
anything.
do that for
Luckily,
you.
they gave me a hot towel like they do in
Oh,
the
yeah. Oh, that would've
Indian
scalded-
restaurant,
scalded-
and I just scalded all round the
Called
bottom
the
of my.
balls, yeah, up to
So
A&E.
But there again, I'm a very keen dog lover, so I did give
Yeah,
him a nice
no,
bit of
that
love.
is
I don't
nice,
know whether
yeah.
Blunkett
Put some
gives
in the old charity tin.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I know.
But you had a terrible
Oh,
time.
Christ.
Do you remember when
I
your
was just
balls
sort of
fell
going,
out?
No, well, it wasn't my balls.
Oh, what was it?
No, if you remember, I went to that hot dog stand,
Oh, I know.
right? And I'm working in the hot dog stand there.
That's it.
And I'm just like, you know, I said, this bloke comes, quite famous. It's Daniel Day-Lewis.
I know. My
Right.
left foot thing.
That's it, my left foot. And he had both his feet. Anyway, he's gone to me. I'm working in the I've got the cricket on, haven't I?
Yeah.
On the radio.
Right. Is it a burger van or a burger?
No, it's a hot dog van.
Oh, dog
you know,
van,
a little
yeah,
hot
yeah.
dog van.
Yeah, I know.
You know. And he said to me, hello, can I have hot dog, please, with onions?
He's all sensitive.
He's very
about it,
sensitive,
yeah.
yeah. But they all are.
They are all
you know, he's sensitive.
artistic.
The other one is sensitive. Ryland, he's sensitive.
Yeah,
They're very
Ryland's,
sensitive people.
yeah.
I don't suppose they really are, but they pretend to be
Yeah,
sensitive.
of course they do.
Anyway, he's gone, yes, can I have a hot dog, please? I went, yeah, of course. Of course I could give you a hot dog.
That's how they speak.
Yeah. Hot dog, please. I said, yeah, I'll get you a hot dog.
Yeah.
Hold on a minute, please. And, because it was 2020 and you're quite exciting on the radio.
Right.
Oh, anyway, I thought someone had been bowled out. I said, sorry, gang, I thought someone had been bowled out. He says, don't worry, it's a hot dog.
Yeah.
And I says, what are you doing at the moment? And he says, I'm remaking a film. I said, oh, I don't care. Anyway, he says, should I just have my hot dog? I said, yeah, all right.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, I've got to get very excited on the radio. And I cut the bun open like that, you know. And I got all the sausages all lined up on the pan.
I can see where this is going. Yeah. Right.
And I said, got all the sausages lined up
And you
on the griddle.
slip down the bun. Yeah.
Yes,
Down the middle. Straight down the middle.
Anyway, the cricket's on. I'm very excited.
Yeah.
And little did I know, my flowers are undone.
Right.
And I think Ben Stokes must have whacked the ball.
Oh, he's a slogger like
oh,
that.
he's a slogger, and
that
he's gone
case, right.
wallop, you know,
Yeah.
for six. I've gone, oh my God!
Yeah.
And I got very excited, and my knob has fallen out. Of my
Right, well, it
trousers.
happens,
It does
it happens.
happen, right? Anyway, absent-mindedly, I've just gone down, like instinctively, really, and I've just got my scoop, and I scooped my knob into the bun, right? I put mustard on it. I put onions on it, and I tried to hand it to Day Lewis. And I've gone, oh, what's going on here? I can't. It seems to be, I must have a frozen shoulder. Anyway, I get out of the van. I said, sorry, something happened, Daniel. Get out of the van. And I go down to him, you know, his level.
Right.
I said, see you go. And he says, all right, thank you. Can I lift it up? I went, I don't know. I don't think you can. No, I don't know what's going on. And he says, all right, it doesn't matter. And he gets down on his knee. He has a bite.
Can I lift it up?
No.
Can I lift it up? Yeah.
I said, not
He's
apparently
got
not.
down.
Right? He got
What's
down.
he taking a chunk
He
out?
took the bloody chunk. And
Oh,
I've hit the roof.
Yeah, of course
And
you
it's
have.
only at that point that I've realised I've stuck my knob in the bun.
Yeah,
and I've
I know.
covered it in onions and mustard.
I
right?
know. I
Anyway,
know.
he was very good about it. He
Right.
didn't. He says it happens a lot, you know.
Right.
I says, well, thank you for being so understanding
Yeah.
because you know other people would have sued me for doing that.
Right.
And
Okay.
so I gave him a free one, a free sausage in
Right.
a bun, you know.
Hello, my name is Pete Ellison. This is Dave Cribb.
Hello, and we do a podcast called Friends with Friends, as you might have guessed from the music that's playing underneath, which is a sort of lo-fi rendition of the Friends theme tune for rights reasons. We get a different guest on every week on our podcast to talk about their favourite episode of Friends.
And we look through it in excruciating detail. We pick through levels of plots like no one has ever done before.
So if you like Friends, or just listening to people talking, which are both valid activities, do look us up on the old podcast apps and that. Friends with Friends, and we're on Twitter at FriendsWF.
My name is Caitlin, and I'm non-binary.
Have you come out to your family as non-binary, Caitlin?
And that's Amru. We're making a podcast about coming out and figuring ourselves out.
I still have a lot of questions.
Do you think you know what non-binary means? How did it feel?
So what exactly is tucking? Some questions are bigger than others, but all of them are worth asking. You might have heard the term non-binary. This is how it feels. NB, a new podcast from BBC Sounds.
But you've had all sorts
I
of
had it.
problems
Do you remember
you
when I had
that.
a burger van at
Yeah.
Watford FC? So I was at Vicarage Road, as me and Margaret, and we was basically what happened was out the back of the van, the electrics all went, and I had to get out the back, and I was lying on my side, right?
Oh.
And there's a little bit of a serving hatch just out the back, so it's easy access. And the
Well,
back of my
I'm trying to
trousers,
picture this.
back
So
of my
your
trousers
electrics
had
have
come
gone. You're
out the
lying
back,
on your out
on
the
my
back.
side.
You're lying on
And
your
Margaret
side.
is serving the people the burgers, and as she turns, my trousers and pants have fallen down. Basically,
Accidentally, 'cause
it
you
looked
a bit
like
away.
a big burger bun on its side.
Yeah,
sort of
well, it
thing.
would have done. Yeah,
Anyway, who comes up? Charles Dance, brilliant actor.
yeah very
and
good.
you know how
Actually,
they
yeah.
speak.
What did he say?
He speaks a bit like
What did
Jay
he
Lewis.
say?
Yeah. Oh, I've come to see the football. Please, may I have a burger? You know, cheeseburger it was actually.
Oh,
So my Margaret's gone. Barry, he's out the back
Yeah,
somewhere. And
really
I'm going out the back. Yeah, I'm just getting this. But anyway,
you were lying down with your trousers and pants falling
out,
down.
sideways on. She's got the bird. She fried it all up, bloody hot, you know.
On
'cause
the griddle?
On the griddle now.
Yeah.
She's turned round. Where's the bun? She's gone, and just through a little gap, you can see my
your
arse
bare
cheeks,
bum,
bare
yeah.
bum
Yeah.
on its side. She shoved the burger between my cheeks of my anus and that. Do you want pickles on it? She's gone. Yes, please. She's gone. The actor, you know, they like all that.
It's a treat for Saturday.
She's lifted up one of the bum cheeks,
Squirted.
squirted
Stuff in there.
stuff in there, special sauce and all that. Slammed it shut, you know, and the cheese, which has melted, bloody painful. I'm going,
Oh, Christ.
Just at that moment, Watford scored, so they didn't
Right.
hear any of that.
So it was
Christ,
covered
I
up.
thought,
Yeah,
yes,
she
covered
thought,
up.
oh, he gets excited.
Anyway,
with the football.
she's trying to pull the whole lot out with a bit of tissue paper around it, but
Yeah.
she can't get it. It's wedged.
Wedged in
It's
there.
wedged in there.
Oh, right, what happened then?
Well, it's yet to send him another little one, but I can't. Anyway,
Did he not say? Oh, right.
He didn't have a bite or nothing.
Oh.
But she's some little one. He said, "I want that one," sort of thing.
Oh.
Anyway, I've come round to put him in terms of, and there's a massive burgers all hanging out, falling out of my boss, all sliding out,
Rubbish, yeah.
onions sliding out.
Oh, you
pickle.
said,
I
how
said-
did this get in here?
I said, for fuck's sake, my Margaret, what a state by Watford Market. We were at the the football. I was trying to do some food.
Yeah.
My trousers and pants came down. It was not hygienic and very, very rude. Up comes Dance. He did a little prance. He tried to have a burger.
Oh, no.
Oh, shit.
Where's this going to go? We can't take this no
Blue
further.
murder. Oh, and that was it, really.
Oh, well, that's the tale of that.
That is the perils of not having, not having tight clothing when you're in the food game.
I mean, I like them actors as well.
Oh, I do.
I've hired one of them to come round my house.
And do what?
Fix the electrics.
Oh, yeah. Who did you have?
You know that one, what's his name? He's in, he plays, he plays, what's his name?
Christ,
the
Dolly Chops.
Ballad of Reading Jail.
Ballad of Reading
Oscar Wilde.
Wilde.
He plays Oscar Wilde.
Stephen Fry,
No,
Oscar
not
Wilde.
Him, not him. Rupert
Everett.
Right, I've hired
yeah,
him.
Yeah,
right?
we've hired him.
I've hired him to come round. I'll ring him up. I said, Rupert, do you know anything about electrics?
Right,
He
because
goes,
he's registered.
Yeah,
isn't he?
he's
But,
ready.
yeah,
He said he's
done a
he's
course.
registered,
He done a
right.
course. Yeah.
I says, all right. Are you busy? He says, I'm not doing much today.
I'm not doing much.
I'm not doing much today, actually. No.
That's how they speak.
Yeah, I know. I says, do you want to come round and have a look at my my circuitry? Because
Right.
it's up the creek. Something's tripping it.
Yeah.
Right? He says, yeah, okay, I'll get the tools out of the van.
Yeah.
He goes and gets the tools out of the van. He comes round. I said, do you want a cup of tea? He went, yes, please, I'll have a
Herbal, probably
herbal tea.
knowing those
I says,
twats. Yeah.
Herbal tea.
Fucking hell, here we go. Yeah.
Right, anyway, so he gets down to it. I says, something's tripping it, in the kitchen and that.
It's a capacitator, I'd have thought.
Well, I don't know. I'm not an electrician.
No.
Anyway, he gets his screwdriver out, right, and he sticks it straight in the plug socket. I mean, into the plug
what
socket,
an idiot.
like, and his hair goes up, and he gets a belt,
Yeah.
I says, Rupert, what are you doing?
Yeah.
He went, well, this is how you fix it. I'm like,
Oh, Christ.
I said, listen, it says on your website that you're registered to
Yes,
do this,
yes.
But what happens is with these actors,
Oh, yeah.
is that 'cause they think they are like that, they think they play these parts. He's obviously,
They think-
what's happened is he obviously played an electrician
Of
at
course
some
he
point,
did.
and he
Yeah, he
thinks
did.
he knows what he's doing, and,
Oh,
and they
God.
don't have the balls to admit
No,
that they
to
don't know what they're
admit that they
doing.
don't. I know.
So I had to shove him out of the house,
I
So you should take that off your CV because it's not fair.
It was the same thing with Eddie Redmayne.
Oh.
I have been long...
You think these people wouldn't need the extra work?
I have been long worried about asteroids hitting the Earth.
Yeah.
I've been long worried about ecological
I
problems.
know,
I phoned
I know.
up Eddie Redmayne and I said, would you come round? He's a friend of my Margaret's sister. Anyway, he comes round, ding dong. But they speak.
Oh,
act.
yeah, all like that, isn't it? So what's the problem?
I said, what's the problem? I said, well, look, I want to know, I'm reading all sorts of stuff
Yeah,
about,
asteroids.
asteroids and all that. Can you tell me the answer? And he goes, I brought round a telescope, because he's played Stephen Hawking sort of thing. So he brought round a telescope. Yeah. He gets this thing out, and I've coughed up for his time, £200 or £300. He goes, can I have, actors, can I have the money up front? Fucking
Absolutely, yeah.
He gets out a fucking toilet roll and he puts it on a thimble with a bit of sellotape, pointed up at 45 degrees at the stars. And he says, there you go. And I said, what the fuck is this? Yeah. I said, I've got an interest in astronomy. I've looked you up. You come round, and I said, and what's more, can you tell me about the theory of relativity? He goes, no, I don't know
nothing about
he
it.
thinks he's,
Yeah, this is it. They don't know when to stop.
They don't, do they?
Because I rang up that Cumberbatch.
Oh, that prick.
And I says, Benedict.
Yeah.
He went, yes. I says, I've got a problem here. I need a puzzle that I need sorting out.
Yes. Yes.
A mathematical problem like
yeah.
that. And I said, I know you was in the Enigma film.
Of course he was.
And he went, oh, yeah, I know all about it.
Sherlock Holmes, he played. Knows
He
a
played
really
Sherlock
smart
Holmes
guy.
as well. Yeah,
smart
very,
guy.
very intelligent man.
Yeah.
Anyway, I come round. I said, can you come round, please? He went, yeah, because he knows my mate Kenny.
Yeah, that's
He's
right.
done some work in his warehouse.
That's right.
Right, and he says, he comes around and I says, right, the problem is this, it's a mathematical riddle, you know?
Yeah.
Like, if I've got 15 bags of wool,
Right.
and I've got 2 people,
Yes.
okay, and the street they got to deliver this wool down is 1.5 miles long,
Right.
okay, and they're travelling at a speed of, like, let's say 5 miles an hour, right? How long will it take them to deliver this?
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
And he's gone, and he's got his whole calculator out from the 70s.
That's
you
it.
know, and he starts just going like this.
Yeah.
Tap, 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 tap,
Yeah,
tap. Oh,
go,
well,
always
I
go.
think what it is what, tap, tap, tap,
Yeah.
tap, tap. And he starts asking questions like, how old are they?
Well, that's silly. Even you know that's irrelevant.
It's irrelevant because I'm
Yeah.
telling you how what the speed they're travelling at is. You know, it's irrelevant, mate.
Yeah.
He says, yeah, but it might be just good to know their backgrounds. I
Yes.
says, it don't make no difference.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, we're dealing with facts here.
Yeah, yeah.
You know. Anyway, he's come up with some stupid figure like it'd take them 5 days.
Yeah.
And I says, look, mate, I don't do any of this stuff, right? But even I know that that's bullshit.
Yeah,
okay, so you need to take this off the CV. It's because he's done the Enigma.
He's done the
the Enigma.
film.
Done the Enigma,
Yeah.
so he thinks he knows all about it. You
Oh
know?
my God! You know, it's the same with. Remember, Dave Prowse used to play
Darth Vader.
Darth Vader. He turns up and I says, "Do you think you could go around my neighbour's house, do that little thing you do with your finger and thumb,
yeah,
and
what,
get
destroy
him, get
him?
him strangled?" And he goes, "Oh yeah, I think I can do that." You know, and he comes round. Anyway, my neighbour, because he
So make sure you don't touch him.
don't take, but he borrowed my secateurs. That prick,
ain't
and he
giving
wouldn't
them
give them back.
Yeah. You don't want to, and you just want to frighten him.
I just want to frighten him. So he goes and knocks on the door. He
Goes,
goes, "Leave it to me, Barry. Leave it to me." Knocks on the door,
Yeah.
and Barry, what's that? Brian round the corner, the secretary. Go to the door. He goes, holds up his fucking thumb and index finger, and goes, "Oh, he's Darth Vader. You're gonna give back secretaries, or I'm gonna fucking make sure that you can't breathe." And that. And what does Brian say? Kills
him in the
cunt
balls.
and kicks him in the balls.
Yeah.
Quite rightly.
Yeah, no,
And
I'd have done the same.
And so
'Cause you
Browse
know,
comes back. He wants his money. I said, "Fuck off."
Yeah,
It's
that's
out,
it,
you-
isn't it? Oh, because you know that we've had a few burglars around here.
Oh, I know.
Around the place.
Yeah,
And we've had
I
a
know.
few we've had a few nasty-looking Asbo types.
I know.
Kicking around here. I thought, I know what I'll do.
Yeah, who you gonna get?
I'll ring Christian Bale, right?
Of course.
I says, I'll ring him up because he's Batman. And I call. I says, Christian, you're Batman. And yeah, I'm a vigilante. Yeah,
I remember.
I'm a
this.
vigilante. He said. I says, I know you're a vigilante. Anyway, we've got some right twats around here,
Yeah.
and they're causing a lot of trouble. I wondered if you could come round and sort them out.
And
you
he
know.
turned up with that Batman mask he got in the
He
newsagent,
bought it
didn't he?
from the news. In fact, he claimed he bought it from the newsagent. I know he made it himself.
He's
It's
seen
like
it.
literally
Felt
like
tip on it.
felt tip pen, and it's all cut the eyes out. And what gave it away was that he cut them when they're all jagged.
I
All
know.
cut out, all jagged.
I know.
And he'd use
One
string.
bit of string at the back.
I let it go. I
Yeah.
says, all right, okay. And he's got this black sheet tied around his shoulders.
That's it.
I thought,
Just tied round him.
bloody
Really Batman.
oh, bloody hell! I thought, and he's a bit fat as well.
Yes.
Anyway, he says, "Where are they?" I says, "We got the voice." I says, "Well, wait till nightfall, right?
Yeah.
You go up to the roof of the house,
Yeah.
right? Have a look.
You'll
Have a
see
look.
him
You'll see him like
shinning over someone's
You'll
fence.
see, yeah, or mucking around by the bins. Like, this is okay. Leave it to me."
And he said, "Stop
I
doing
went,
that silly
don't,
voice."
you don't have to do the
Fucking
voice
idiot.
now, right? I've rung you up, didn't
Yes, I know you speak.
I? I know how you talk, right? And he says, okay. Anyway, he's gone up to the roof,
Yeah.
right? And sure enough, as soon as night falls,
Yes.
there's this sort of noise, round the bins.
Yeah, I know,
they're
yeah.
all mucking around by the bins.
The kids there.
Yeah, and I'm thinking, yeah, right, okay, we'll show you. Anyway, poor old Christian, right?
Yeah.
Thinking that, wherever he can think.
Yeah.
He's just jumped right off the roof, he's jumped off the roof,
Oh,
and I
what a
see
prick,
him
yeah.
fly past my window, right,
yeah, with his black
with
sheet
his cape flying in the air, right, and he's got no pants on neither.
Oh,
right?
God.
And he's hit the floor like
Oh,
a ton of
shit.
weight, you know.
Yeah.
And I pulled out the window. I says, you all right? And all these kids sitting around laughing at him.
Yeah.
You know. I says, are you all right? And he went, no, I think I've broken my coccyx.
Yeah.
I said, well, you daft prick. I said, I didn't mean for you to jump off the roof.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, he's a...
Anyway, I called the ambulance.
Yeah, who do they think they are? Sandra Bullock in Speed, right? She phones me up. No, I phoned her up. I said, look, I need to get a bus into town. You know, the council used to do that mobility service, get into town. That's all gone. I said, mate. She pulls up in the old the coach. She goes, all right, we're just going into Watford town. So it's market day, Thursday, Friday. Yeah. Going in there, I picked up a few bits and pieces I wanted, just some sausages and that. And suddenly she starts with the bus is out of control.
Oh, it's going too far.
It's going too far. If it drops, it'll blow up. I went, oh, yeah, very funny. No, seriously.
Yeah, who put that on there?
All that, she's gone past Woody's Grill. She's gone past all that, the One Bell pub and all that. She's going past British Home Stores. She's going, I can't stop. I said, for fuck's sake.
Put your foot on the brake.
Put your foot on the brake. I need to get off outside snappy snaps.
Pull over outside snappy snaps.
So, no, I can't, in the end.
So you're going round the one-way
We
system.
went round and round a one-way system. Anyway, the police pulled her over and they get her out. And she goes, they went...
They sectioned
Excuse me, could you, please come with us to the police station, silly moo.
Silly cow. I mean, they get carried away, don't they, these people?
Of course they do.
It's a real shame, you know.
But the real shame, as you say, that was a real shame about, was it Mark, Mark Rylance, who's a geezer with the sausage.
Oh, the Daniel
Day-Lewis. Come for a hot dog.
Oh, okay.
He was going for something long, the size of quite a big log. Angelos stood there, his cock was all bare, he fell into the bun. A squirt of mustard and ketchup.
Gave it to him. Well, what would you have done?
Yum, yum. Oh, it's not very clever, is it? None of it.
Really.
Not
But it's all true.
Well, of course it's all
100% true. Because if we lied about any of this stuff, we'd have Christian Bale and Cumberbatch and all that. And these people are seriously lawyered up, you know.
Well, it is all true, I've got to say.
It's all true.
Apart from Charles Dance, but I did phone him earlier, didn't I?
To ask if you could
I
say
said,
that
Charles,
story.
basically what it is.
Do a story about
went,
you.
Oh, yes. And I said, I'm going to do a story. You come to see Watford versus Fulham last season. You come to my burger van. You wanted a burger. Margaret slotted it up my bumhole. You added onions, a gherkin.
Never got to eat it.
Never got to eat it. What I'm saying, Charles, if you don't mind, is you come round and you just had a slightly smaller burger with the cheese in it. And he went, yeah, whatever I can do. It's fine, Mum. He likes the publicity.
I know he does.
He loves the publicity. So thank you to Charles and his agent.
Thank you to Charles and his agent. Thank you to Cumberbatch. Thank you to Redmayne. Thank you to Bale, who've all agreed to be
use
in
their story
and we know it doesn't make them look great, so we're very grateful of them to be so honest.
It's
in this
nice
regard.
that they show their human side. And to Sandra Bullock, it's all forgiven about the bus.
Yeah.
She's
still residing in a home.
She's still in a home, but she has given away her license, her license to drive a bus for Red Rose Transport.
Okay. I think justice was served.
I think justice was served. Now, how long have we done?
Well, we're nearly there. We're there.
Look,
it's
guys,
flown by.
It's flown by, but we wanted to get that off our chest.
Yeah, we had to tell them things.
And next time you can hear the wonderful story of how Sir Kenneth Branagh accidentally
had to go and cleaned a bog
with his own hand after an incident with a
pickaxe.
German pickaxe.
Okay.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys, please join us on Patreon.
Oh, yes.
Because if you thought that was good, wait till you hear what's coming up now.